Hey guys, I didn't do an update. I didn't record one yesterday because Arron was actually really feeling discouraged and he was in a bad mood. And so I was just like, I'm not gonna stick a camera in his face. But today things are going a lot better. He called me this morning and told me that they did the colonoscopy, so that's out of the way. On my end, I had a ton of sales on Poshmark in the last couple of days. Like I had a flood of orders and I dropped off like a few of them and then I had to run and get printer ink. Now I have to go get a steamer because my steamer died. What upset Arron so much, besides the whole colonoscopy thing, which was a total pain, was yesterday when he was in his room and I wasn't there, a nurse came in and she had like a little wash basin and she wanted him to wash his hands because you know how his hands are always super black? Well, that's from the tires. It's from the graphite in the tires and also his glove. And no matter what we do, like the hands are always black. They're always gonna be black. So the nurse comes in and she's focused on his hands and she's got this little basin and she wants him to wash his hands. And he said, I wanna get in my chair because he wants to go out. And he needs her help to get in the chair, and she said, not until you wash your hands, and if you don't wash your hands you can't get in your chair. So he was very upset. I mean, this is like hospital staff wielding power over a disabled person in the most disrespectful way, treating him like a child. He gave her shit, and he's very good at giving people shit. And he said to her, I'd like to have nice clean hands like everyone else, but unfortunately I have a wheelchair that has graphite in the tires, and so my hands are always like this. There's really not much I can do about it. And he said something else telling her, you know, like it's not cool what she's doing. And then she understood. But just the fact that she would even do that she would talk to him like that really upset him to the point where when I came over, he was talking about wanting to leave the hospital. And at that point, he hadn't told me what happened. And then later he told me, and I realized that that's what it was. He was so like offended, I guess. He just felt like it was so disrespectful that he didn't even want to stay there. I was really mad when he told me that, and I went over to the nurse's station and he was like, no, don't say anything. She's a nice girl. She just doesn't understand. I was like, no, she needs to know that this is totally unacceptable. So I went and talked to the nurse and I told them, I think somebody needs to sensitize her that just because someone's in a wheelchair, it doesn't mean you can talk to them like a child. And you can't hold stuff like the fact that they need help and that you won't do it. You can't hold that over their head to get them to do what you want. And for something like washing his hands, I mean, it was so bad. So she said she was gonna talk to the supervising nurse about it. And other than that, they're all really nice. It's not that they're a bunch of jerks or anything. They're nice people. I think for the skincare, the problem is that it's an internal medicine ward, and they probably don't really deal with paralyzed people with these kind of issues very often, if at all. So they probably just don't have the experience. Also, they're a bit short-staffed. So the only issue is, like I said before, if he needs something, there's usually like a delay. There's always a delay before the nurse will come and do it. That's why I'll make sure that I'm there quite a bit so he doesn't have to wait around. My lint shaver and my steamer died on the same day. I can't help feeling that it was like a case of planned obsolescence because I bought them right around the same time and they died at the same time. And it turned out that the lint shaver, the problem was only like the wire that you plug in. So I bought another one and I plugged that wire in and it works. So I guess if I get another, you know, wire or adapter or whatever, then I'll have two shavers. Maybe I can give Gunner something to do. Oh, and my printer ran out of ink at the same time too. So this is how they get you. They put these things here and they know that you're gonna be like, oh, I need some. I do need some. Actually, make it two. Ooh, this is just what I need. This is the same one I had last time. I like it because it has a wire so you don't have to charge it. It's not like the best in the world, but it's not bad. 35 bucks. Okay, that's excellent. You guys, I am obsessed with Mrs. Myers. First of all, look at the beautiful packaging. I gotta take a second to appreciate that. And this stuff is so good. This lilac is antibacterial, so it cleans very, very well. And I really love the mint ones. The flower ones are a little too flowery for me. And the lavender is kind of gross, actually. And this one is no good. But this, ooh, they have rose too. This and the mint, oh, they're so nice. Look, they have the pump hand soap too. But the price, I wanted the Mrs. Myers, but I got this because it was only $2. Hey, if you guys don't know about this, this is so good. You can do your dishes without even using dish soap with this. It works super well and you can clean just about anything with it. I want to get Arron a really good air conditioner. A really, really good one that's going to make his room nice and cool. Because the one he has right now, it's kind of like a thing like this, but it's pretty much dead. And I'm trying to talk him into letting me get him one that goes like in the cubby hole. You know, because right now he has like a tower like this, and it's on a little table at the foot of his bed, like it's on a table that's on a table, or it's like on a milk crate that's on a table. I'm always thinking that thing's gonna fall on him one of these days. And anyway, it's dead now. You know, the problem is like our windows don't open this way; they open like this way, so we can't even put it in the window. And this one's probably too big to put in the little hole. I wouldn't do it without him because he's really the expert with these things. But you guys, let me know what you think. What's a good air conditioner you could recommend? Is it for his whole apartment? If I got one and I want it to cool the whole place, 5,000 is not enough. Is 8 enough? What do you think? Hey, look who I ran into. You guys remember my friend Justin?
Yeah. Hi.
It's Uncle Aspie. Good, I ran into Justin because I've been busy, obviously, haven't been seeing anyone. I'm gonna have some sushi and we're gonna catch up a little.
Certainly will.
He looks good, eh? He did Weight Watchers again. He lost a whole bunch of weight. How much weight did you lose?
About 32 pounds. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it works.
It
It's the
really-
only diet that works.
It works for him.
It's the only diet that works.
For you. My printer is literally printing. Here's the rest of my packages. Look at the cute little cards, the ones that Gunnar and I made. So I just did my drop-offs. Now I gotta run over to the hospital. The surgeon or the plastic surgeon or somebody like that is there today, a doctor anyway. And I really want to talk to them because I haven't been able to talk to a doctor so far. And from what Aaron's telling me, they're saying that they can't operate and that all we can do is manage it. So I'd really like to know how they intend to do that. I don't know, man. This is the second hospital now, second set of doctors, and I'm telling you, it's a very complicated wound, and they're saying that they can't operate. There might be some reason why. There must be, but it's that bad. Look, I found my cute bear. Where are you going? Oh, okay, the doctor's out there. We're gonna try to get her attention. So we're waiting for that. We're waiting for the, what is she, a plastic surgeon? Or?
Internal medicine.
Oh, internal medicine again? What about the plastics people in the wound care? This whole time it's been internal medicine. What's going on?
I talked to the plastics, and they said they can't really do much.
I thought that was, she was going to be from plastics.
No, she's from internal medicine, but she knows.
Okay, but they did tell you why they can't fix it. Okay, so this is a missing piece of the puzzle. So the wound, it's like a sinus, but it's between two muscles. So it's not going into a muscle that they can just cut the sides and reattach. It's like there's a hole going in between the two muscles.
Yeah, you already have that membrane. Like there's a membrane around each muscle, and it's kind of, you can't really stick that together.
It's just weird. How did it become a hole in between the muscles? That's so strange.
I don't know.
It's just kind of like separated and turned into like
20
a passage.
years, you know, it takes its
Yeah.
toll.
So that's what it is. So it's not actually like a hole in the muscle. It's like a separation.
Yeah.
And because all the stuff is like the flesh is gone from above, it gets to the muscles and it just goes right down in between them.
Yeah, so now it's just like,
So they're
basically it's just maintenance. They try to keep the infection at bay, try to find
well, they better find a way to do that.
proper
Or like
packing that can like keep the infection out of it.
drain this abscess, and they can't even do that.
Well, I think the abscess is gone for now.
I don't think so, because it always goes away when you're on antibiotics and comes right back.
No, but it's only been around since February.
It's only been draining since February.
Yeah, so
They think the abscess could clear up.
yeah, well, you'll have to ask her. She'll know that.
Okay, but oh yeah,
She's been
wait.
talking to the
I
doctor.
just remembered this was the reason I took out the camera. So, post game interview, how was your colonoscopy?
Oh my God, you want me to talk about that?
You said that.
The whole world in there, like, you know what? They found El Dorado in there.
What was that missing mafia guy that they
It's
never
that-
found?
No, the fabled city.
El Dorado. No, I was
Dorado.
thinking, oh no, it was Jimmy Hoffa. They found Jimmy Hoffa. So were the drugs better this time?
Jimmy Huffy. Oh, that's where they buried him.
Yeah. What? So were the drugs better? This is the real
No.
question. Still, eh? I'm sorry.
Well,
My condolences.
kind of mild. I don't really care. I just
Yeah, right.
just
really
like
care.
watch the movie and
You're like drugs. I don't care about that.
yeah, it was pretty kind of interesting how they do it. Like they have a spray gun in there.
Well, I didn't
They
mean
have
that you
they have
should
a
give
little
all.
arm that moves around, a little suction thing.
Yeah. But I didn't mean that you should give all the details. Just
No,
they got
just-
it done, and the results
it's
are there's
just from
nothing
a
wrong.
from
They
a
give
mechanical
all the gory
standpoint,
details.
I was pretty fascinated with the device. You know?
Yeah, and you can see it on the TV.
It's got
And
these little controls on it, like, yeah,
It's got like 4 or 5 different functions on it.
they look like little gears, and they do different things like spray and
Yeah, it's
suck
a
and
little robot.
move the little arm so they can move things out of the way.
They can even cut polyps.
Oh, they
It's like
can.
an all-in-one tool.
Yeah. So they didn't seem to find any real, but I don't know. I'm not.
So
you
that
know,
so there's no
they
there's
don't
nothing,
really tell you much right there, you know.
but there's nothing bleeding, and they're not it seems like everything is fine.
Yeah.
So the blood loss, it's from the wound.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah.
And you said that all right, so basically like once we talk to the doctor, then maybe you can leave.
Yeah,
Today?
yeah. She said I can leave today.
Oh, thank God.
So yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna have.
happy. Gunner's missing you, and
He was
he's
really happy. I told him we're gonna go out for B12 burgers, and he was like, "Yay!" He
yeah.
was really happy.
Oh, I'm so happy you're coming home.
Yeah.
Oh, we missed him so much. Like, isn't he handsome? Even in his hospital gown. This is what he looked like.
My
when-
cult gang.
Yeah, this is what he looked like when I met him, because he was in the hospital all the time too.
Oh yeah, right.
And that was the last time. That was 21 years ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
We finally talked to the doctor, and you won't believe what they said. In this entire week of him being in here with a referral to look inside the wound and see what's in there, if there's some stray gauze causing this recurring infection nightmare,
It was never brought up.
they never brought it up. They never looked inside the wound. They sent him to internal medicine. Internal medicine doctor's like, it's not really my department.
Poke around everywhere else, but
Yeah, really. So there's nothing serious with his stomach, nothing wrong with his colon, which means that the blood loss has to be from this wound, which is why we're here in the first place. And they're still telling me that they can't look inside the wound. How is this freaking possible? I told the doctor straight to her face.
they do microsurgeries with cameras and stuff.
They do. They do.
Gunnar had an operation on his knee.
Yeah, it was laparoscopic.
involved a little needle hole.
That's right, laparoscopic.
puncture, and they go inside and do the whole operation with a
yeah.
camera and a fancy tool.
And somehow they can't look inside the bottom of this thing. And I told her, I can't believe that. And if that's seriously the case, I'm going to find the tools and I'm going to DIY it myself.
It's a conspiracy.
Because somebody's got to look in there. How is this possible?
It's a conspiracy. They just want me to fuck off and die.
I'm going to have to like buy like a small camera. No, not a camera. All I need is a little tiny light, like that's on like a long stick, so I can put it in there, because when you use a flashlight, it just gets to the top and you can't see in the bottom. I just need a light. That's all I need. Take a light, and it's only this deep. A tweezer should be able to get to the bottom of it. I mean, until they've done it,
Yeah.
they haven't rolled it out. Can you guys believe this shit?
Look at this place. Show them the hospital. I wonder if they fancy it.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Wonderfully fancy, modern monument to medical madness. How is this possible? Jeez.
Right in front of the fucking train station. And the metro. And that fucking whatever that thing is.
And they still can't find a little flashlight to look in the bottom of the wound. I mean, really. That's it for today. I mean, disappointed. They're not letting Arron go today. Also disappointed with this whole wound thing. But, you know, the good news is there's nothing else wrong with him, apparently. And we'll see. Well, I'm going to keep you updated so you can see if we get follow-up or where this goes. I just want it to be, you know, manageable so that we can travel, which I've told you before. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.